All right, in this video, I'm going to actually not edit your service tinfoil page yet. What I'm going to do is show you what I have planned for this side here. I have something really simple right now, which is book an appointment. I know it's duplicated out, but if you're on this page, I do want this here, especially if I'm mobile. It will actually show up lower on the page. Long story short, what I'm going to do is actually put a full list of um, uh, if I show you, the main page doesn't have a sidebar, and this is called the sidebar on this page. So most of your main pages aren't going to have sidebars, but if you go drill down to the actual service pages, again, on this page you won't see it either, but actually I do have it set up as a sidebar. But you can turn this off on this page. But long story short, for easy navigation purposes, I'm actually going to add a sidebar uh, to all the sub service pages. So let me, best way to do it is just kind of show you. This does take a little bit more maintenance once you add more items, but again, what we'll do is actually go to essentially appearance menus, um, and we're going to add new items to this service sidebar. So what you want to do is select, make sure that this services sidebar is selected. So hit select once that is selected and make sure that it's here. What we're going to do is actually view all. So if you add new services to your website, what I would recommend doing is basically, this is a little bit tedious to do the setup process, but it's good to see at least, oops, I don't know why I'm holding that down. Basically, this will populate uh, that service bar to your right. So bear with me a minute. And again, once this is set up, you have to add individual ones as you add new services. It's relatively easy to most recent, and then basically add that to this selected service sidebar. So add these. The great thing is these are draggable. So you do have a bridal service, and then you'll notice that these are going to be kind of going to be a little awkward now, but I'm going to show you how to organize this in just a second. So back to this really quickly, you can hit refresh and you'll notice that all these come up. Actually, they don't. The reason why that is because I didn't add it here. Hit refresh on this. I'll go into this in just a second. Up here, you'll see that I have to actually select service sidebar, and this is your default sidebar. So all services, service sidebar. So it's going to basically pull the data from this menu, and it's going to be shown on this page. So this is under your appearance. This is called a widget, and this is actually your essentially your default sidebar. So again, it's going to be pulling data from your service sidebar under widgets, and this is the menu under appearance menus. This is a service sidebar that we've populated. So again, if we go back over here, save this, and go back over here, this will show a really wonky, huge menu on the right side, which is not hierarchical. So in other words, you don't know, or the user doesn't know that tinfoil highlights is a sub of color. So what you want to do, excuse me, is basically drag this over just a little bit, and now if you hit save, you'll notice that, and hit refresh here, you'll notice that it is now a sub of color. So back to here, and I will basically do these really quickly because I could be wrong on these. So view all. Let me make sure that I'm going to do this right. It's going to be next is haircuts. All right, next is haircuts, and it stops at makeup. So again, we're just dragging these over so we have a hierarchy. makeup, and then those are pretty quick ones. So here, nails is one, and styling is another one, and blowout is a sub. Sorry, talking to myself. Texture has two with the perm. Treatments. Stop with waxing. And then wedding is another one as well. So now wedding and bridal is kind of the same. So for now, I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm just going to delete this for now. The great thing is I'm going to show this as a demonstration. So worst case scenario, you want to add it again, you just hit add. But when it does get added, it's going to be down here. So you basically can drag it and drop it, or you can leave it or do it as a sub. For now, you know what? I'm just going to leave it as a sub. No big deal, or a child. So long story short, I will hit save, and then we're going to go over back to here, hit refresh really quickly, and this is going to completely change to a much more hierarchical and more understanding sidebar. Uh, that is how you add and subtract, and again, this will be apparent only on services under the essentially a child of that type of thing. So quick, easy to maneuver. I think we're going to make some changes here, but for now I wanted to really add this as a quick navigational bar to the right side. So feel free to add and update as you would like.